All right, I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting of the Coos Bay Urban Renewal Agency to order. And our first item on the agenda is public comments. Do we have any public comments tonight? Don't have anything. So we will move on to the next item, which is the consent calendar.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
All right, we have a motion to approve the consent calendar and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. The next item we have is a consideration of approval of improvement program grant request for 100 Central Avenue. And Roger, you're going to take this?
Yes, I am.
Councillor Kilmer, I think we missed the du jour.
It's written two different ways.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
sorry.
looking at the paper.
Okay, forgive me.
Which one do I go by?
Go with that one.
Go with that, go with where we are? Okay, Roger. You have the floor.
Yes, the city received a grant request from Jim Berg and Ed Meyer, the co-owners of North Point Realty and the building located at 100 Central Avenue. They've submitted an improvement grant request with a project to replace the awning material on the awning that faces both the east and the south sides of their building. I think the awning was initially put up in the 90s. It has had some portions of the awning cover recently replaced, and they're looking to replace the remaining amount of material on both sides. They went out for 2 bids. The lowest bid is $21,000, excuse me. And so our grant program, as stipulated by the agency, is a 50-50 match. Therefore, they're requesting 50% of those funds, or $10,500. As far as a process, Nicole and I met with them to confirm the scope of their project. The project has also been provided to the design assistance team, who came back and reviewed it, and they voted unanimously to ask the Urban Renewal Agency to recommend that. That was all 5 members.
Right. Any questions or comments? Then how would the agency like to proceed?
I move to approve the project and an improvement program grant request for 100 Central Avenue as proposed for 50% of eligible expenses up to $10,500.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the grant request. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item is adoption of Resolution 23-01 approving the intergovernmental agreement. And I believe, Nicole, you are going to take this one?
I am, thank you. As stated in ORS 457, urban renewal agencies operate under tax incremental revenues. And those revenues can only be spent towards payments against debt service. There are 2 ways in which we can get access to those operational revenues, and one of those is in traditional financing. That involves issuing a request for financing, having banks respond. It also involves financial advisors, bond attorneys, and it's kind of lengthy and a little bit more costly. That process is intended to cover long-term capital projects. The second option is what is known as du jour financing. It is a short-term, quickly repaid loan, and that is initiated and done with the city, with assistance of the city. The city will loan the funds, and the Urban Renewal Agency repays those. In that type of financing, that's intended to cover short-term projects. Those projects could be things like our improvement program grants, which help businesses improve their facilities. And it's, some other great things that we're doing with that is going to be related to Front Street in the downtown area. We're looking at the Empire Blueprint. We'll do some funding in there too. So What you have before you is a resolution to pass to approve that de jure financing.
And that went before the council at their meeting, and now here's where we are. How would the agency like to proceed, if you don't have any questions?
Move that we adopt Resolution 2301 to approve an IGA between the City of Coos Bay and the Urban Renewal Agency of the City of Coos Bay and authorize up to $1,751,354 in de jure financing budgeted to fund planned projects, of which $433,426 will be for the Empire District and $1,317,928 will be for the Downtown District.
Second? And thank you, Joe.
Yeah, I survived.
Had practiced before, maybe. All right, we have a motion to approve Resolution 23-01 to approve the IGA between the City of Coos Bay and the Urban Renewal Agency, and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. And with that, I don't believe there's any other business to come before this body, so we will adjourn.
Yeah, I've got to send out the pit results to